Hello, folks. We're live. We are live. Here in Central Park. No. Hello. No one's here yet, but I will say, I have an Erin. And we're going to be playing Scene Investigators. We're going to be real crime... people. Not doing them. Just looking into them.
It makes it sound like we're the criminals.
We are the criminals.
Oh, alright.
Alright. It looks like all I've done is the tutorial. So, we're gonna go into the first one. Oh, actually, do we want to do the easiest to the hardest, or just do what's first in front of us? Erin.
I mean, I'm game for anything.
We'll go 1.5 stars, because we're not babies. Oh, and I did that one. Okay, of course I did. I was like, I'm pretty sure I did more than this. We can do the dinner party.
Is this game always a murder scene, or is it just like a break-in, or what's the scenario?
I think for the most part, I think it's any crime scene.
Ah, lifeless body collapsed on the floor.
Oh yeah, I should read the situation. That's what I did wrong in the tutorial. I didn't read the situation. So, there was a gathering of friends for a dinner party over at apartment 402. The celebration came to a halt when the lifeless body collapsed on the floor. By carefully examining the details of the scene, you can piece together what happened in this dinner gathering. The fourth floor.
Downed by the terrible
I knew we were going to be in New York. We're in New York. Alright, we got fire extinguisher. That's good, that's good. The sensitivity of this game is awful. It's okay. I could change it if I wanted. Okay, this is apartment 402. We're just walking on in. Knock, knock, knock. We're coming in. This is a hold up.
It's nice. Oh, they got a mushroom stuff on the wall. I like it.
Where? Oh, there. Well, dandelion?
I'm gonna call it a mushroom, because I can. It's absolutely a dandelion, you're right.
Okay.
It's a plant.
So there are many things to... What is this? Smoke?
Ashtray looks like.
Gross.
Although it's just on a plate.
Yeah.
It's not an actual ashtray. They got a letter. Can we read the letter?
Yeah. Ronnie Grayson, 608 Highcrest Street, apartment 402, Queens, New York.
From Hangbird Drive. What's WPIA?
No idea yet.
I'm sorry, WPAI.
Maybe West Pike Auto?
Oh, yeah,
Incorporated? Probably. We're here and we care. That's it. There's nothing in it.
So maybe you had an accident previously?
That's true. Could be. We got a wallet. Can I open it? I can. We got Grace and Ronnie. Or Ronnie Grace.
Villages Market.
He got some wine and a box of chocolates. Looks like date night.
Yeah.
If I could zoom.
And what date was it? Do we know the date of the party?
No idea.
Okay.
But that's probably...
And this is American dating system, so...
Yeah, so
April
we're going to
24th.
say... I'm just going to write some notes down. We got April 24th.
Date night shopping.
Yeah. Date night shopping. Oh, I wanted to open more in there. How about this one? Valet parking. Oh, Funeral Road. Celine's Kitchen. Well, I mean, that's Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So he's dating someone.
Huh.
At least
Hospital?
one someone, anyway.
Oh, I forgot we could totally flip to the
An
back of these
abortion
things.
clinic. So
Abortion?
his partner had probably needed that.
Sad. Nothing in the back.
Some things become necessary. Is there anything on his ATM card?
What a signature. Attorney at law. So date nights, abortion, and then an attorney. And that was for Ronnie Grayson, the same person here. So maybe this is Ronnie's house?
If the mail for this address is to Ronnie, then I imagine so, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's got a woman's purse on the rack. We don't know the party guests, do we? We don't even know who died.
Well, we have 5 plates, so we know that there were 5 people.
Yep.
And one didn't even drink their wine.
Or they didn't finish it, at least.
Yeah.
But someone else did, so it's probably not poisoned wine, because other people were drinking it and were fine. Looks like he coughed up blood.
Yeah. Whoever was sitting at 3 possibly is dead.
And he dropped his fork, so it's probably something he ate. If he was indeed poisoned or had an allergic reaction.
Interesting, though, because there's nothing on... Oh, no, there's stuff on the plates. Like, people had just finished.
Yeah.
Huh.
Can we see anything on the fork on the floor?
Oh. No. I can't even pick it up.
Rude. Okay.
Oop, I can go prone.
Is there anything in the trash? Da Vinci wine. That's what he bought for the date. Do we see any chocolates?
Not immediately.
Is that champagne? The gold top?
I would assume so. I can't actually click on it.
Food. Okay.
There's a lot of food here. I don't know if they actually ate that much. Jeez. Oh, wait. These might be the chocolates. Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, yeah.
Happy birthday, Jess. Thank you for all of your support while I was in AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. Ronnie is a lucky man to have you. I hope you have a great year, Victor.
So this was Jess's birthday party, who is presumably Ronnie's partner. The reason he had that abortion card, unless he's got another girl. And Victor was a gift.
Yeah. To the most beautiful woman in the world. Happy birthday. Your account is currently logged out and may not be logged in to... Okay.
So we're looking for a password that's how many digits long?
Well, this one's 10, but I don't know if we can log in because I can't do anything with it.
Oh, okay. No dice. But he does like boats. Ships.
So the 24th,
Jessica's
it was the date night shopping, so maybe it is this birthday party.
Yeah.
Appointment with Dr. Richardson. Is that the abortion, do you think?
Don't know. No, that was. Oh, yeah, maybe.
Dr. Richardson. Oh,
While Ronnie was gone, though, then why would it be in his wallet?
no. This is Dr. Charleston.
Yeah, it wasn't. Okay. Because I feel like he wouldn't have the card for that the abortion doctor in his wallet if he was gone on a business trip.
Yeah. Beef stew. Tasty. I think this is just a recipe, so I don't think we really need to look into it too much.
Yeah, and I don't see any of the classic allergies
They gotta clean their
in the
stove.
ingredients list. Although I do know someone allergic to tomatoes.
Oh, here we go. Guest list. We got Victor, James, and Carol.
Oh, reptilian sheep is here.
Reminder, my cousin cannot drink anything with alcohol. Serve him something else instead. And James is left-handed.
So we can tell who is sitting where. Victor was the guy with the coffee cup. Because he was the one in AA. So he wouldn't be drinking any alcohol. And then whoever had their cutlery on the left is where James was sitting.
Five?
Probably the wine glass on the left would be the James.
Okay, then yeah.
So then Carol, Ronnie, and Jess were all on that right side right now.
I'm drawing this out.
I'm assuming Ronnie was the one that was killed, but maybe it was Jess or Carol.
Yeah, maybe. Because, yeah, we would have Victor, James, Carol, and then
Because we don't know.
Ronnie. I'm assuming Ronnie would be here. There's a purse left. We're opening it. Hello. Nicotine patch, so someone's trying to stop smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Step 1, 21 milligrams. If you smoke more than 10 cigarettes a day, start with step 1, 7 patches. Oof, I couldn't imagine 10 cigarettes a day.
Mm.
Oh, heck, we have an Olivia in the chat. But except she's gonna lurk, but hi, Olivia.
And Halo 6667.
Oh, I don't even see that. My chat thing is so broken. I have to open it up on my phone.
I'm still trying to decide, seating-wise, if it makes sense for the birthday girl to be at the head of the table and therefore for Jess to be the victim,
That'd be so sad.
or if it was the guy.
There's matches and one is missing.
Celine's kitchen.
Celine's kitchen.
So this is probably Jess's bag, since that's the place where Ronnie bought food for their date.
Pink lilac, water resistant, leaves no marks or smears.
Leaves no marks or smears.
Oh, so
Because I was
that would be the wine glasses, right? You can see
right.
where
I was
she
about to say we could check the wine glasses for the pink lipstick, but I don't know if it'll be there now. But yeah, whichever wine glass, if there is pink lipstick on any of them, that'll be Jess.
There's one. It's the one that was knocked over.
So she's dead.
But it doesn't leave any mark. So unless it was Carol, like maybe Carol had some.
So either, but I'm assuming that the person who died was one of the two that lives here.
Why do you
Either
assume
Ronnie
that?
or Jess. I suppose it could be Carol. We've got no evidence about Carol yet, though.
Can I open the fridge? Oh, there's cards. Can I read the cards? No.
Christmas cards.
Can't open any of the cabinets either.
Okay.
Okay. Can I open this drawer?
If she's spitting up blood, that's internal hemorrhaging. It's gotta be poison rather than any kind of allergic reaction, I think.
I feel like I should check the questions. What?
Oh, is there a guide?
There's exam questions. So how many people live in this apartment? We would assume 2. Would be Ronnie and Jessica.
Yeah.
Who sat in chair number 4? Who was killed and who was the killer? I have a feeling that this wine glass actually is still full, and maybe it's because Jessica is maybe pregnant?
So then we're saying that the person who was killed was Carol?
That's my thinking.
But why?
I don't know.
And then if you're saying that Jess is sitting here at seat 2, and Ronnie, I mean, unless he was wearing lipstick, wasn't the one killed, therefore was in seat 4.
Yep.
But I think that's a big leap to make at this stage.
Okay. Oh, napkin.
They spit out their wine?
Oh, yeah, maybe. So, seat number 4 is someone who knew that it was poisoned?
I mean, there's either they filled a tiny amount of wine in their glass. No, wait, they had the white. Didn't they? It looks like a white wine from here.
I think it's just a weird reflection because it is red.
Huh. Okay. Unless they took the tiniest sip, that napkin absorption doesn't add up for like the amount of wine they would have to spit up in order to make it look like.
I mean, this one also has red on it, but this person
And it looks
didn't
to
have
be
wine.
the same splotch, so that could just be the
like this stuff.
the artifact of the game. They had red for dinner with that soup.
I think whoever was in seat 4 might be the killer because I do have a feeling that this is the wine versus that one is actually the food.
But it's the exact same splotch on this napkin as it is on the Victor's napkin.
Yeah, but I guess. But this guy didn't have red food.
On his plate, yeah. I don't know. Alright, we haven't. Can we look at any other part of the apartment?
Inaccessible, inaccessible, inaccessible.
Oh, so we can only work with this room. Can we check, is there a way to look in the couch or in the bookcase?
I can try looking there. Your mom loves you. Happy birthday, my
That'll be
daughter.
Carol.
I wish I could do something with this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jessica Grayson.
There she is.
Okay, so yeah, then she does work for you.
From Margaret Willard in California.
Dear Jessica, it's been a month since you came to visit me. Remember what we talked about? I think it's time you ended things with him. You've endured for too long and need to move on, Mom. Interesting.
I'm confusion.
What does Mom know?
Is Carol. Okay, so for the guests, the people here, there was James, Victor, and Carol, right?
Yes.
One of them brought a card that said, "To my daughter." We know that one is Jess's cousin,
Yes.
and either Victor is her dad and brought a daughter card, or I was assuming Carol was her mom and brought a daughter card.
Or that was just here, like sent in the mail.
I suppose that could be true, too.
Romantic getaways, Celine's kitchen.
There it is. Valentine's. Is there anything on the bookmark?
That's what I was trying to figure out. But I can't seem to grab the bookmark.
Beans.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm wondering if this is important. Like Ronnie on a business trip and Dr. Richardson.
Yeah. And also, him having an abortion card doesn't mean she got an abortion. It means he was thinking about her getting an abortion. So if she's going to a doctor while he's gone, maybe she's keeping the kid?
Yeah, maybe she wants to.
But she wouldn't be drinking wine. And that side of the table where she must have sat, everyone had wine.
Yeah, but I don't. That glass is so full. That's why I'm thinking. I wonder if that's why she didn't want to.
Hmm.
February 14th. He was gone. No.
Oh.
No. He wasn't. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second. What?
What's CBA?
I don't know. I was trying to figure that one out.
I feel like we're missing something. Hmm. That plate with the ashes on it, could something have been burned? But that would just be an open room full of people, so that doesn't make sense. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there more
Okay.
in this bag? It was the matches, the nicotine patch, and
World's cleanest purse.
yeah.
And emptiest, my goodness.
So nicotine patch, the matches, and lipstick.
She's trying to quit. Why does she still have matches?
I feel like it shows that it's the matches from the Celine kitchen, which is a place that they went to together.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like it's trying to tell you with the lipstick that she wouldn't be the one sitting in this spot because there's lipstick there.
I guess.
And then I almost think the nicotine patch would be because she is pregnant, she's not trying to smoke or drink.
But then why? Hmm.
But then Ronnie would be here, and that's who I thought may have known that something was in the drink.
I don't know. I'm trying to Occam's razor this, and we have no information on Carol, except that she was present.
Yep.
The only information we have in any abundance is about Jess and Ronnie and their internal strife. So it makes the most sense for one of them to have killed the other. And I'm trying to decide if the lipstick's little note about not leaving traces is supposed to be given the amount of credence that it is. You know, like, are they showing you lipstick simply so that you'll know that there was lipstick on the glass and to look for it?
Maybe.
Yeah. I just, unless we suddenly uncover uh, a motive to kill Carol or anything else about Carol, I think it has to be either Ronnie or Jeff dead. Hmm. So is James is Jess's cousin, yeah?
I'm curious where you thought maybe Victor was the dad.
If you go look at the card, it doesn't make sense. Because I was going based off of the cards. I was thinking if everyone present brought a card, Victor would have only been her dad if he brought the daughter card, and he didn't. He brought that card. So, that was just a throwaway.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe Jess was Victor's sponsor. If she's trying to quit one addiction, maybe she quit another one. But I don't know. That might be too much supposition.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we can interact with on the TV stand or anything like that? Only one thing on the bookshelf. Okay.
Yup.
Alright, so I guess they've given us enough material for us to figure this out, according to the game. They play chess or checkers.
Yeah, that's for sure. Especially on their pillows, too.
That's why they committed murder.
A cup of tea.
That's probably for Victor. Can we look at the food again? Okay, we've got...
Beef stew.
And, I mean, a red sauce and a white sauce. So 2 different... Nobody drank the white wine. People only drank the red wine.
Correct.
And multiple people drank the red
Nothing in the trash either.
wine. If I had to go with the simplest solution to this problem, Ronnie poisoned Jess.
But why?
Because the person who died was wearing lipstick. Jess was planning to break up with Ronnie. She went to a doctor's appointment while he was away, so she had some kind of implied furtiveness. Um, and if we wanted to go complicated, we could say Carol was the one that died because lipstick showed up on the glass, and the lipstick that Jess owned shouldn't show up on the glass. But we have no other information about Carol.
But why? My brain is like, why would he kill his girlfriend at a dinner party?
I don't know. Why would anyone kill anyone else?
Yeah. To frame other people.
Yeah, maybe.
Who sat in chair number 4? I want to say that's going to be the killer, and I think that you think that the killer is Ronnie.
Yeah, I guess it could be Ronnie. Because yeah, maybe you are right, and he didn't have any red on his plate, so it means that there's no reason for red to be on his napkin except to spit out the rinse.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I think is different would be maybe Carol would be killed.
Yep.
But we could try this.
But we have no reason for Carol to die. We only have reasons for Jess or Ronnie to die.
And I think, yeah, because you said Jess or Ronnie to die, and I think because it's got lipstick there. Yeah, maybe the lipstick is owned by Carol, or like that purse. I don't know.
I think the purse has to be Jess's because of the matchbook from Celine's. Unless Carol went to Celine's.
Maybe.
And Jess killed her for being the other woman. I don't know.
We'll try it. Do you want to submit your answers? Yes. 3 out of the 5 questions are answered correctly. We're going back.
We're going back.
We don't know which ones are correct.
Fucking rude. Okay, so is Carol the other woman, and it's her purse, and she has the matchbook from Celine's because she went on a date with Ronnie? But there's no reason for Jess not to know about them.
Yeah, I don't know. We're running. Just looking around one more time.
What's the note that mentions her cousin on the fridge? Man bought a lot of Da Vinci wine.
Oh, wait. My cousin cannot drink alcohol. So that would be Victor.
Got it. Victor is the cousin.
Victor's the cousin. Not Victor. Victor.
Victor!
Well, that was at least one of them. So what if it's Carol who got killed?
Sure, let's try that.
We're submitting. We're trying.
Oh, because if Jessica's secretly pregnant, she wouldn't be drinking the wine.
Oh no,
Ronnie
it's still 3 out
probably
of 5.
poisoned the wine to try and kill her, but Carol accidentally drank the wine instead. In which case, Ronnie's an idiot because multiple people could drink the wine. Still only 3 of 5?
Yeah. We changed 2 answers.
So it was Jessica who died.
Yes. Speedrun. Okay, but then that still leaves one person.
One question's wrong. Could it be who lives here? No.
No,
We're pretty sure that they both live here.
Yeah, because they both got mail there.
Yeah.
And then we know for sure that Victor's the cousin now because we reread that stupid thing. Who sat in chair number 4? We were thinking it was Ronnie because we thought that was the killer.
Yep.
But
so we only have to change one of these answers, which is what's... So the killer didn't sit in number 4. Yeah, that checks out. Took me a minute. But yeah, because one of these answers, between who sat in chair number 4 and who is the killer, one of those answers is correct.
Yep.
So let's look at the table again.
Okay.
I swear that wine glass on the left, the left looks like a white from here.
Yeah, but I think it's still red.
Yeah, none of the white bottles are open, so it's gotta be a red. It looks funky.
Did no one... Wait, no, James was left-handed, but it doesn't even look like he ate.
That's true. Either James is incredibly neat, or he didn't come. Maybe he just didn't come.
Could be. Because it's... Yeah, the wine glass isn't even full.
And his plate is clean. And his chair is pushed in. So James didn't show.
James is a no-show, so we know he wasn't the killer. That's for sure.
Yeah.
No-show James.
So if Carol and James are partners, they'd sit together. So it could be Carol in seat 4.
Could be.
Or if Ronnie Ugh. Our supposition that the killer had to sit in the seat is what's throwing me.
Yeah, we don't. I don't have to. I was just thinking because there's stuff on the napkin,
Right.
but then there's also, stuff on this napkin.
In the exact same splotch.
Yeah, well, maybe they only had a certain amount of assets, okay?
That is some thick wine. Hmm. Well, it does feel like they're taunting us with the computer.
Yeah, right? Like, I just want to touch the computer. What if I unplug it? Nope.
Hmm. And we can't open any of the presents. And no one conveniently wrote a card saying, haha, you dead now.
Haha, you dead. Sucks.
It's just, like you said, why kill someone in this fashion, in this setting?
That's why my only thought was like maybe Jessica knew that Ronnie was cheating with Carol?
Maybe Carol's the killer. Because if it's a question of access, Carol is only at her house in proximity to her at this party.
So we think maybe Carol was the killer?
I
And
guess.
Ronnie
Because
was in
if
for?
we're.
Do you think Ronnie was in on it, but Carol was the one who killed?
I do not know. Like I said, we don't have any information on Carol except that she was there. So, the daughter card is still bugging me.
From Mom?
Yeah, because we have no sign that it came in the mail. Because it's out of the envelope.
Yeah.
Hmm. Just make up our own plot. Carol is secretly her real mother, and Margaret stole her as a baby. It's a big reveal. It's weird that her mom didn't sign Love Mom.
just Mom.
Like, this is the most abbreviated letter. There's no, hey honey, miss you.
Yeah. No date either.
Hope you're well.
Break up with him. Love Mom. So we know it's two. Who's Jessica's cousin? We know is Victor. Who's in seat number 4? We're thinking Ronnie.
The number of wine glasses seems off.
Why?
Because there's 4 at the table.
Yeah.
There were 5 people in total invited.
Yeah.
And there's 1 on the counter and 1 by the sink.
Well, maybe they have a usual 6. Yeah, I don't know why they put an extra one out. For the baby.
The one that's at the sink looks like it would be washed. Like it had been used.
Yeah.
By who? Duck.
Duck. I don't know. I think we should just try to guess it again and see how that goes.
Yeah.
So we're thinking Carol killed Jessica, and Ronnie was sitting in 4.
I think it's more likely that Carol was in seat 4 and Ronnie killed Jessica, since all of the motives we've been provided have to do with stuff between Ronnie and Jessica.
Oop. I don't know what that was.
A ghost.
A ghost. Okay, we could try that. We could try that. Submit. Yeah. 3 out of the 5. We'll get it. You know, trial and error style.
Okay, so Carol killed Jessica.
Yeah, I was gonna say now it just
It's Carol!
the
What does she know?
the girlfriend that wants to be with Ronnie and doesn't want anybody else to be with him. Of course. We're going, and we're here. Oh, I don't even need to be here. Carol is the killer who killed Jessica, and Ronnie is sitting in seat 4. Victor is the cousin, and 2 people live in the apartment.
Watch the 2 people question be the one we have wrong this whole time.
5 out of 5.
Oh, sweet. Carol, why? Did they give you a follow-up explanation?
No.
Rude.
I don't know. It is quite weird. That's just my only thing, is like maybe Carol just wanted to be with Ronnie. But would Ronnie be in on it since he was in seat 4? That seems weird.
I don't know, man. Because, I mean, it makes sense that the person sitting in Carol's spot was the killer because the wine glass wasn't drunk. But Ronnie drank the wine as well. Unless he knew it, he was probably in on it then, if he was spitting it out into the napkin.
Yeah. And he's the one that bought it.
Yeah, by a crate. Crateful, though. He got... Or case, I mean.
That's true. Did you want to do another one?
Yeah.
We can stay on the 4th floor.
Ooh.
Loading complete. Good luck.
So there were 3 murders on this one floor of this one apartment building?
Yep.
Why does anyone live there?
It's New York, let me tell you. Situation. A group of teenagers were brought in for questioning regarding a murder that took place at a party held at apartment 403. Some of their stories did not match up, and no one has admitted to anything. Be carefully examining the details of the scene and reading their statements. Can you piece together what happened at this party?
Oh, it's all witness statements?
Seems so.
The human brain is already so faulty and tricksy. Like, I don't remember what I had for breakfast. And then, like, after the fact, people are like, yes, 4 years ago when I witnessed the crime in passing, I remember exactly the outfit the person was wearing and
Look at
what
this
I was doing
pad,
at the
though.
time. Yeah.
This is sick. Just grab your
Red
Xbox
Solo
controller, start playing. Well, actually,
One of those beanbag chairs.
this is PlayStation, so
So someone died,
yeah.
but I haven't seen a body outline yet.
Oh yeah. Girls only. No boys allowed. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, dead. All right, well, first, hold on. We're going to walk around. This seems like such a boy apartment.
Yeah, it does. All evidence is pointing to boy.
Oop.
An overabundance of evidence is pointing to boy. Drumstick. Tennis racket.
Folder. Grease on the elbow. Read. That's
Yeah,
it.
drumming. Snare line.
Oh, look at that. This world can be a little scary. I admit, I heard countless horror stories in the night. Lines blurred, confused, and hurt. And oh, I tell you myself, no more. I am looking for a haven in this wasteland.
And then they've got handwritten notes up above.
Did they? Oops. Oh, they did. It looks like someone's studying music, maybe.
Well, this looks like... This is a drum pattern for that song, Mouthing Off Today.
Hey, I know we're becoming better friends than we have been. I feel like I owe it to myself to get this out. Christy, I do have feelings for you, and I'm really nervous to tell you this. And by this, I'm not asking you to return these feelings, nor am I asking you to be anything more than you have been to.
Didn't finish. So this kid who's a drummer, maybe in a band with Christy, was planning out a drum pattern for the song Mouthing Off Today and wrote a love note to her on the back. Jewel, or is it asthma inhaler, an adrenaline pen. Okay. I'm ashamed of myself for thinking Jewel first.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Carter, welcome to Nobles 2003 Summer School. Your student schedule for the Nobles Public High School 2003 Summer Academic Program can be found in your NPS portal account. The schedule includes the course number, name, and teacher assignment. Once students have picked up their summer school package and submitted their summer pass form with school security, they will be ready to start. This program offers students the option of earning credits and beginning the school year in line to graduate with their classes. Enclosed are a summer school course list and a registration form, student contract, that should be read and signed by the student and the parent or guardian. Summer school starts on Tuesday, June 3rd, and ends after classes on Friday, August 1st. Any student who plans to attend must be present from the first day. The registration, student contract form, and a check for the full tuition of $225 per course are due on or before the first class. These courses will be offered only if enrollment is sufficient. Please note that your student's summer school grade does not replace any failing grade earned during the regular school year. The summer school course allows your student to earn credit to meet specific graduation requirements. Please review the general information enclosed in this letter. We look forward to your successful summer experience. Sincerely, Evelyn Zimmerman and Zach Emmett, summer school coordinators. Okay, so it's a student going to summer school.
They both have double letters in their last names.
They do.
It's not important, but that's what I got. Ace detective.
Eric. Ha, Eric. Good job labeling your cup, Eric.
Okay, so that cup is spilled. We don't necessarily think it's poisoned.
Erin. Or Lord and Savior. Lord Traffic Cone.
What is it with teenagers and college students and just stealing random roadway objects?
Have you never wanted a cone? Have you never gone out and got yourself a cone?
I've never gotten a cone for myself. I have wanted a cone.
I got a cone in the form of a bear.
Yeah, but you didn't take that off the road.
I could. I'll go to the road.
I don't think it'll fit in the same way. For those wondering, of which there is maybe no one, but yeah, her bear wears a cone sometimes. It's Halloween costume.
It's beautiful though. Join the Discord today and get a photo of my bear. We got Jack. I'm gonna start writing down names. Where's my pen? There it is. We
Eric,
had.
Jack.
We
It's
had.
all in the same handwriting.
That could just be the game, putting it in the same handwriting.
I suppose. But they had different signatures for the summer school coordinators.
Could be, could be. And we got Brian. What's up, Brian? Oh, we got bottle caps. We're gonna be rich. And we have unfinished pizza? Come on, guys.
Yeah, they were not trying very hard.
Oh, and Grace. What's up, Grace?
Boys and girls present at the party.
At least they're labeling their cups.
It's a little
Lisa.
cup. So what were they making? They had a measuring cup out and a pan out, but no ingredients, and just all Tupperware. And Pam...
It's a college house. Most definitely. Oh, or a high school house, I guess.
If kids were away from home for high school, I suppose.
Andrew. What's up, Andrew? Someone lost their shoe.
Yeah. It happens.
Okay, do we go in the death bedroom first or bathroom? Bathroom.
I was about to say bathroom, yeah.
Flush.
Weirdly clean.
I was gonna say, it only feels like one person lives here.
Yeah. Also, is that just a bottle of hydrogen peroxide?
Yes.
Someone's an unnatural blonde. Or they get cut a lot.
Also wears contacts.
Mm.
There doesn't seem to be much in this bathroom.
They didn't have toothbrushes.
It could be in the mirror, maybe.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's a medicine cabinet.
They don't live here.
I don't think yeah. Weird.
Alright, girls only. So this is gonna be wherever Grace and Lisa maybe went to?
Mm. The tennis player. Maybe Christy? The person who wrote the confession plays drums. There were drumsticks in the same bag as the two tennis rackets. So maybe they play together?
Oh, that could be. A girl and her dog.
Also, we don't know that the drummer was a boy.
We just have a drummer.
Yeah.
Ooh, a
Who's
Snickers.
in love with Christy. Snickers.
Holmes and Mystery. Figure out a new mystery with Sherlock every Friday at 7 p.m.
I like Sherlock Holmes. I was a total Anglophile when I was a kid. So I read all of the available material on Robin Hood, Camelot, and then Sherlock Holmes.
Tennis club.
Grandpa's birthday. Finals, practice exams, club photo day, regional match. So they're into their summer schedule for tennis club. And they're getting ready to start summer school.
Messenger, group chat, racket scientists. Kitty Lover 54 says, "Hey guys, even though school is over, do you guys still want to meet up and practice in the summer?" Lord Killer 34 says, "I'm fine with meeting up, but my family and I are going out of town around the end of July." Kitty Lover, anyone else? No one replied? Come on, guys. Also in the chat, Night Runner says, "Hey Jojo, how are you doing today?" "I'm doing well, Night Runner. How are you?" Also, Erin, how are you doing?
I'm having a great time.
Wonderful. You better be punk. The grad party. We got Vader 217 says, "What's with everyone with numbers? Get rid of the numbers." Then there's Night Runner with a 06.
Leave them alone.
Well, I mean, there was also Halo 6667. What's with the numbers, guys? Kidding. As you all know, a few of us are going to be graduating. We're going to have a grad party at our place at 7 p.m. on Saturday. Okay. Let's go, says Jester578. Also going to be bringing drinks. Gamer Boy says, "Why can't we just all go to the arcade?" Because that's expensive. Just play games at home. Strikers said, "Arcade? Really? I don't understand how you enjoy that boring place." Okay, but arcades are not boring, okay?
Also, it's funny how they matched up the personalities to the statements.
Yep.
The class clown, or the excitable guy, is Jester. Gamer Boy is the one that wants to go to the arcade. Edgelord is Striker, with a Z.
Gamer Boy says, "And what? Chugging a whole bottle of Cordia Light is fun for you?" Gracie, probably the same as Grace, said, "I think the arcade is fine." Vader said, "Chill guys, I already made the preparations. I just want us to enjoy our last night as high schoolers together." Kitty Lover says, "Someone needs to watch over Eric. Make sure he doesn't drink so much." Striker says, party poopers. Kitty Lovers, "You barfed all over the couch, you boozer. It took me a week to get rid of the smell. Gross." Striker says, okay. Geez, I'll be more careful next time." Vader, "Great. We'll see each other this coming Saturday then. If you have any questions or concerns, message in this group chat." "Hey, what time are we meeting again?" says Striker. "Stroll up, you idiot. He's already mentioned the time." Oh, scroll up.
Alright, so Eric is Striker, and he drinks too much.
7 p.m. Yeah.
Kitty is the person who sleeps in this room, because we're on their computer.
Which I'm gonna guess is Lisa.
Lisa?
Yeah, because there was a Gracie in the chat.
Yeah.
Also, the chat says, Night Runner says, "Lol." Halo says, "We're not going to talk about it." Night Runner says, 06 was the year of my truck I had when I made the username. And then he said, I'm doing all right, just slugging through work.
As are we all.
Yeah, I hope work goes fast. Okay, we're going to do private chats. Zayn. Kitty Lover asks, or just says, "Since Christy is graduating this year, we'll need a new captain. I think you'll be a good fit. What do you think?" Zane, "I was hoping you'd be up for the task. Let's talk about this tomorrow at school. I gotta go soon. KK, talk to you later."
Christy's the one the drummer had a crush on.
Ah,
I believe, anyway, from the letter.
this makes sense. Jester. Hey, have you heard from Christy? She hasn't been to school in a few days and she isn't picking up. You haven't heard? Casey told me that she was sexually assaulted by somebody. WTF? Please tell me they caught this MF. Easy there, cowboy. It's just a rumor. The school hasn't said anything yet. Hopefully it's nothing.
That sucks.
Yeah. Cassandra. I don't know if you've heard, but word is going around that Christy was sexually assaulted by someone at school. She hasn't been to school in a few days. What? You better not be joking. That's the school doing, or what's the school doing about it? They haven't, Cassandra says, they haven't issued any statement yet. Hopefully it's nothing. You know how she is. She is such a drama queen.
And
then Cassandra said, you're so lucky you have your brother. Kitty Lever, what is that supposed to mean? Cassandra, he's a big guy. Even guys are intimidated by him. The perfect creep deterrent.
So Kitty Lover probably lives here with the brother?
Yeah.
Who is the drummer who had a crush on Christy?
Yep.
Who's on the team with Kitty Lover. So they both play tennis together.
Yep. Lillian.
So is this shaping around to be that her brother made a move on Christy?
It could be. Because I think, I'm going to go back just a little bit. I think Vader is the one that also lives here.
Yeah. So her brother.
And that's going to be Vader.
Where'd you get the name Lisa? Was it on the cups?
Yes.
Got it.
Lillian. Guess who I saw walking home with Christy today? You're definitely overreacting. Girl, I'm telling you, he's 100% into Christy. I bet you that's the only reason he joined the tennis club. Haha. If it is, thank God he did. He's one of our best players. Lillian. He's going to have a tough time getting through her brothers. I know all of them. They're all pretty nice guys. And then Neon Turtle says, hi, Jojo. Hi, Neon Turtle. How doing?
Is that a way that someone would talk about their own brother?
I don't know. Is this supposed to be like Girl Scouts?
They do look like badges or stickers of some variety, but it's hard to say.
Like on a sash, though?
Yeah. Oh, there's a picture of the two kids. It's like an actual picture, too.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
I hope they got someone's permission for putting that in the game. That's just a real photo.
What a man.
Okay. So, is there anything we can use to confirm that he's Vader? Amp.
Uh-oh. Notice the suspension, sexual harassment on other students. I think you might be right on this one.
Yeah.
We're going to hit the read button. Any student found in the building while on suspension is subject to arrest or prosecution for trespassing. This suspension resulted from the following violation of the Code of Conduct, sexual harassment of another student. Description of a situation. On May 26, 2003, a student reported that Brian Olson had sexually assaulted her. These are serious allegations, so the school contacted law enforcement and an investigation will be conducted. We ask that all parties involved keep this to themselves until the investigation has concluded. The parents of both parties have been notified. Notice to the parent and guardian. A conference has been scheduled for the purpose of the reinstatement or recommendation of the student for further disciplinary action. The student must return to school with a parent or guardian listed on the school computer network. If this is not convenient, the parent should call the school at to schedule the conference. Mark Figueroa, principal.
Okay, so Brian is the brother, and he has at least been accused, if not convicted, of sexually assaulting his crush, Christy, who was on the team with his sister, and he joined the team to get close to her.
Okay, why can't I look at keys?
I imagine Christy would not be at this party, though, and he died at this party. So now we're looking for a motive for someone at this party to have killed, presumably, Brian.
Well, that's where I was thinking this would come in. The messenger, private chat, Jester.
Yeah, Jester being really protective and angry is a good starting point.
Yeah.
You ever seen the Poirot story, Murder on the Orient Express?
Nope.
Oh, well, in the story, a person was murdered by being stabbed, and they couldn't figure out who did it because all of the stab wounds were so inconsistent, but it turns out that of all the suspects, which were other passengers on the train, there were a group of them that each took turns stabbing the guy, so they all participated in the murder.
Dang.
But yeah, so this is his band, it looks like.
Yes, dead ironclad killers. Wow. Okay, so band member contact is Brian. Contact address is this one. So I think this is Brian. So Vader is Brian. Maybe. Yeah, because Vader lives here.
Yes.
It is 5 o'clock. Just want to let you guys know. Brian. Also, it is time to take a hydration break, so everybody grab your hydration stations and drink. Or heckin' else. I'm proud of you, Erin.
I just got a warning look, but I was already drinking.
Well, no, I was listening.
Oh, got it.
Alright, I have drank liquids. We're live.
So the music sheets that he has that we were reading earlier might be part of this submission.
That's true. We got Brian, Eric, Andrew, Jack. That is all the people that were invited to this party.
Mm-hmm. Brian had drumsticks and, of course, drum music and a plan for the drum parts to that song. So I assumed he was just the drummer, but he also in this room has an amp and what looks to be a guitar case of a bass, but I don't know for sure.
Oh, that's true.
So either he's holding it for someone or he plays multiple instruments.
Well, we got Messenger. Grad party. Oh yeah, so this is just the same thing, but it's telling you that he is Vader, which we already figured out.
Yep.
Is there more to this one? No. Okay, dead iron clad killers. Vader. Hey guys, we need to practice this week. Can we meet up this Tuesday? Striker. No. Sorry, no can do. I have a track meet on Tuesday. I have a race coming up real soon.
That's Eric.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Strikers. Ooh, Strikers Eric.
Mm-hmm. So the whole party list was essentially his band.
Yeah.
Plus,
Lisa. Lisa lives there, and then Grace was added too. Gamer boy, I can't do Tuesday either. I agreed to help my dad at his store. Jester, seems that most of us can make it. Let's reschedule. Or can't make it. Let's reschedule. What about Thursday? Thursday is fine with me. I'm good for Thursday. Same here. Cool.
and what day's today?
That would have been 5/25. So that would have been the 29th of May, and it is the 31st.
Okay.
And then when did the assault thing happen? The 28th.
Of May?
Yep.
Okay. So between that practice and this party, he's been accused of sexually assaulting someone.
Actually,
So
it was before the practice. Practice would have been the Thursday, so the 29th. And he was accused on 28th.
okay. And when did Jester find out in the sisters' chat?
The
30th?
Yep.
Okay. So it isn't weird that his bandmates had practice with him.
And then he wasn't. Maybe he didn't show up to practice, so they knew it was him.
Or no, I was more saying, like, if Jester was someone or was upset enough to kill him about this, he probably still would have been that upset at practice.
Oh, that's true.
So, but if he didn't know at practice, it makes sense that he wouldn't have done anything about it until he got here.
Yeah.
But Stryker's the one that gets drunk, according to everyone else, to the point of making poor decisions. Which is Eric.
Yes. Now we're gonna go for Jester.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you can't just bail. I'm really sorry, something came up. We can't practice without a drummer. Okay, so Jester's the drummer.
Interesting. Now I'm confused.
Maybe he left his stuff here.
So Jester loves Christy.
Oh, yes, so that's why he's so protective of her.
Yes. We were assuming Brian was the drummer. But Jester's the one with the drumsticks and the love confession. He's also the one with the 2 tennis rackets who, according to the sisters' chat, was seen walking with Christy and joined the team to get close to Christy.
Yep.
And turned out to be a good tennis player to boot. So, woo. And then Brian is accused of sexually assaulting her, which explains why he'd be the one with the amp and the bass.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a drum. Okay.
Then this one says, we can't practice without a drummer, and you're the only one who knows how to play drums. Do you know how important the gig is? Now we're going to talk to Gracie. I faxed you something. Did you get it? Hey, babe. What the hell am I looking at? This just came in today. Keep this between us, please. I don't want anyone else to know about this. Is this true? Of course not. You'd think I'd be sharing this if it was true? I bet you a million it was Christy. I was thinking the same. Can you talk to her? I swear, I'm going to kill her next time I see her. Calm down. Don't make this worse than it is. Just talk to her. Only she can make this go away. Fine.
Okay. So, because the body was in Brian's room, I was assuming it was Brian that had died. So we have two motives now. We have Gracie promising to kill Christy, probably just hyperbolically, but so that's a possibility. But I was assuming that Jester had gotten mad and killed Brian.
Yeah. Gamer boy. Can you come over to my place this Saturday? I want to go over bass arrangements for the new song. I'll come over after 5 if that's cool. I'll be at my dad's store till then. That reminds me, do you think your dad would be willing to be a sponsor for our next gig? I can ask. Sweet, let me know what he says.
So Vader's really the one powering this band, it kind of sounds like, in terms of motivation.
Yeah.
Also, can we look at the body?
Yeah, yep.
Not body, I suppose, but... Okay. So, body shot, but not that much blood. Like, at all. And since nothing was disturbed in the room, I'm assuming he just staggered into here from where he was hurt.
Oh, there's spare keys.
There's no blood anywhere else. The blood's just pooling. So we have no spatter, we have no drip. Could he have been locked in the room? And someone got in some other way?
Because here's the spare keys. I saw other keys.
On the hook, yeah.
There was more. There. These are the same keys. Bedside table. But then someone put these in here and opened the door.
Oh. So he was in the room. It was locked. Someone got in with the spare keys and stabbed him in there.
Actually shot him.
Shot him in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Unless his dad owns a gun store, I'm not getting a vibe that Gamer Boy was really involved.
I have a feeling that it is Jester who found out about this and then came over and shot him.
Yeah. Which, if he was falsely accused by this Christie chick, that makes it even worse.
Let's see what the questions are. Oh, we also have documents. We can go over that.
Oh.
All right. Let's see the, yeah, let's start with Christy. Officer. Hello, Miss Carter? Can you please answer the question? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question again? Did you see Brian on the 31st of May? No. Did you have any physical contact with him at all during this week? No. When was the last time you met or spoke with Brian? Maybe a week and a half ago? Are you aware that Mr. Brian Olson is dead? What? Are you sure? He was killed last night in his apartment. Where were you on the night of the 31st of May? I was home. Okay, so Brian's dead.
Yes. Which makes sense if he was locked in his bedroom doing his own thing. Do you want to do voices for these? Like, I'll take one and you take the other?
That'd be cool. You want to be the officer?
Okay.
You or me?
So you're also in the band?
Yes. Play the bass. I also play guitar, but I usually end up playing the bass.
So how would you describe your relationship with Brian?
Brian? Honestly, he's more of Eric's friend than mine. Eric and I known each other since elementary and have been tight since. Eric introduced me to Brian in high school, and we started playing together.
Can you go over your accounts of the incident?
I was working for most of the day. I eventually left and headed to Brian's place. I bumped into Grace at the lobby, and we both went up together.
What time did you arrive?
Maybe around 6:45?
Do you recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment?
No, I mean, other than the guy at the front desk, all of us had something to drink, so something might have been unclear. I do remember Grace was being pretty obnoxious the whole night. After I finished my drink, I left the apartment.
Why did you leave?
As I mentioned to the other officer, Brian was smoking heavily, and I can't stand the smell of it.
Where did you go?
I went back home.
Was anybody with you at the time? Anybody who could corroborate your story?
No.
Not even the man at the front desk.
Look, this is getting annoying. I didn't do anything wrong. You got nothing on me. Just let me go. Well, Jack. Well.
So Jack is the bassist, and who does that make him? Who did he message about getting together to go over the bass lines? We can check that later.
Jester was the drummer. That's all we know.
Yeah, but there was a DM about going over bass lines to practice.
I don't know.
And the kid working at the store. I think Jack is whoever's dad owns a store and plays the bass. I can't remember that gamer tag. Anyway, carry on.
Lisa. Yes, I am one of the tenants of the apartment.
So this must be Kitty.
Yes.
How close are you with your brother?
Close enough. I mean, we don't talk about deep things or anything. He mostly keeps to himself.
Are you aware of the allegations towards him?
Huh? What allegations?
Okay, let's change the topic. Out of all the attendees, has any of them shown any violent behaviors or tendencies?
Violent? Not really. Well, actually, Andrew has been suspected a few times for getting into fights. Suspended for a few times.
Can you recall the last time he got in a fight?
Last week, actually. He and this other guy were fighting over a girl. Wait. You guys don't actually think he did it, right?
Do you usually lock the door to your room?
Yes, I like to keep my room private. Brian sometimes has his friends over, so I lock it any time I have to head out.
But you said you lost your key.
I was coming back from a friend's house and I must have accidentally left it there.
What time did you leave your friend's house?
Around 6:30.
So how did you get in the apartment?
Well, it was already open. Most of them were already inside. Brian must have let them in.
What time did you arrive?
Around 7.
I'm waiting for the stream. Please hold. There we go. Do you keep a spare key?
Yes, we keep a spare key on the kitchen wall, but it was missing. Someone must have taken it.
Can you recall exactly when you noticed the spare key went missing?
I checked as soon as I came back, but it was already gone.
So how did you get into your room?
Brian used his key set to let me in.
Do you often have parties at your apartment?
Yes, mostly for special occasions, but sometimes I just hang out on the weekend.
Is there often alcohol involved?
Yes. Andrew usually buys the drinks for us.
Could you repeat what you told us?
I was asleep. I woke up and it was dark. I went to the restroom and then I saw him lying there in his room. I didn't know what to do. Sobs.
And then what happened?
I panicked and screamed. Moments later, Andrew came running by, gave me a panic attack.
Do you have any suspicion as to who his murderer could be?
I don't know. I don't understand how this could happen. We were all really good friends.
I don't understand. Erin, not the officer. I don't understand how someone could get shot and someone else could remain sleeping in the next room.
Yeah. Unless they had a silencer, but
Well,
I
yeah,
doubt
but
it.
And she said Andrew came running by? From what direction? Like, it makes it sound like he just burst out of the room with the dead body. Or what? Or did he run by in the hall?
Yeah, maybe he lives in this, like, assuming maybe he lives in the same apartment building complex. And then Andrew
Hmm.
heard her scream.
So Stryker is Eric. Jack is
We
I
don't
can't remember which person.
we don't have
We're,
Jack or Andrew down yet.
yeah. So Andrew is either Jester or Gamer Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I betcha he's Jester, but let's find out.
Andrew.
Can you please account when you and the others arrived at the apartment?
Well, I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Lisa, and everybody was already there. So I don't know when the others arrived.
What happened after?
I don't know, man. I thought you would have all the answers. It's after midnight. I'm tired as hell. I gotta go soon.
What happened after?
I was in the toilet puking for quite a bit, and then I woke up Eric.
And where was Jack during this time?
I don't know. None of us saw him for the rest of the night.
You were the one who brought the drinks to the party, correct?
Yes.
You're not old enough to drink. How did you purchase them?
Dot 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 dot.
Did you contaminate the drinks in any capacity?
What? Of course I didn't contaminate the drinks.
You do know that underage drinking or purchase of alcohol is a misdemeanor.
Really? That's all you got? I thought you guys were trying to solve a murder. Get serious. This is a complete waste of time. None of my friends did what you're suggesting.
Hmm. So they all drank to excess, not just Eric.
Yeah, I mean they all had red Solo cups.
Yeah, but you can drink and not poison yourself into puking.
Yeah, just don't mix. Don't drink too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. Grace.
Waiting for the stream. Here we go. Can you elaborate more on your relationship with Brian?
I already told you. He and I have been dating for about a year, and things were going well.
Can you please tell me your accounts of the evening?
Look, Christy is 100% guilty here. That's that lying bee has been trying to get in between Brian and I ever since we got together. She can't stomach that he chooses me and not her. I'm telling you, that girl is bad psycho.
Please calm down, Miss Burns.
Don't tell me to calm down. That girl should be behind bars.
Please just answer the question.
Fine. I arrived at the apartment at the same time as Jack. We got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. Why the hell was she even there? Does she not even...
Ms. Burns, please focus. Are you sure you saw Miss Carter leave the apartment?
Oh, 100%. She's the only girl in this world that has dyed green hair and braids her hair like that.
Please continue.
After Andrew came with the drinks, we all started to play a drinking game. This went on for most of the night, and I eventually knocked out.
Can you recall if anybody passed out before you did?
I'm sorry, I can't. I completely blacked out. I guess I must have drank a bit too much, because the cops had already arrived by the time I woke up.
So all these kids are acting. It's not like he was killed before the party. You know, because I feel like they would. Yeah, his sister came and he let her into her room. So he was alive until the point that people had blacked out.
Yeah.
So Christy coming and going before the party doesn't mean anything in terms of the murder. Like her being able to do the murder, I mean, because if she was gone by the time the party started, she either snuck back in when everyone was out or didn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric.
Can you please account when you and the others arrived at the apartment?
I know I was the fourth to arrive. Brian, Grace, and Jack were already there. I must have missed something because Grace's attitude was off the entire time. Maybe Grace and Brian had a fight. I have no idea. I was super glad when Lisa arrived. She always livens the mood. I think Andrew was the last to come. He's always late to everything.
Were you drinking that night?
We all were. Grace usually doesn't drink that much, but that night she was chugging as if there was no tomorrow.
Anything to note of that night?
I'm not sure how drunk I was, but I do remember Jack and Brian were arguing for a bit. Things got pretty heated, but Brian eventually got up and locked himself in his room.
You were the one who called 911, correct?
Yes.
It says here on the report that you were discovered... Oh, screen moved.
I'm sorry.
You good? It says here on the report that you discovered the body and called law enforcement after 2 hours. Why did it take you so long for you to call law enforcement?
Because Andrew was completely against it.
And why was he against calling the authorities?
Something about underage drinking and him getting into more trouble than the rest of us.
I see.
Look, I know he's a little dumb at times, but trust me, he didn't do this. Mic stopped working.
Oh, how convenient.
What part of I don't remember much do you not understand?
Please calm down. We just want to clarify certain details. Please tell us again.
Like I said, I was drinking heavily that night. I must have passed out because the next moment I remember was Andrew waking me up by pouring water on my face.
Lisa tells me that you had a pretty big argument with Brian last week. Want to tell me about that?
Seriously? You guys are reaching. He was on my case about interrupting rehearsals with my mistakes. I've been busy recently, so I haven't had much time to practice. But come on, there's no way I'll kill him over something like that. I have my pride as a musician. I was gonna show him up with my performance.
Okay. So we need to figure out which usernames go to which kid.
Yeah.
But they also made a note of saying in the situation of this place that their stories aren't lining up. So I guess we could look and see. Each of them gave an account of who they kind of arrived with. And this last guy gave pretty much the arrivals in order. So we could check that, I suppose. But I don't know if arrivals really mean anything. Since
It could tell
was the
who's
end of the
lying.
night. Yeah, I guess.
It wouldn't hurt to go over it. So, Eric says that he was the fourth to arrive.
Yes. Brian, Grace, and Jack were there before him. Lisa came after him. Andrew came last. He also said Grace was acting weird, which if she thought she saw her romantic rival leaving the apartment after her romantic rival accused her boyfriend of sexual assault, yeah, that would explain her being out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
And then who got in the fight with Brian, according to Andrew?
According to Andrew... Oops.
Oh, I guess it was according to Eric. Sorry.
That's okay.
The last guy.
I mean, the officer thinks that Eric and Brian got into a fight.
Eric and Brian.
That's what the officer thinks. And then
And when did Brian lock himself in the room?
after a fight.
With.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hmm. I thought Eric was the one that talked about it. The last guy.
Well, and Lisa also says most of them are already there.
And by most of them, she means everyone but Andrew.
Yeah. And then she said that the spare key was missing. It was already gone by then. So
someone already planned to have access to him.
So it couldn't have been Andrew, probably, if Eric's list is correct.
If. Yes. Had Brian locked himself in his room by that point? No, because he used his key to let her in. To her room.
Yep.
Okay. So that, if the spare keys were already gone before Brian locked himself in his room, that implies someone was planning on him locking himself in his room. Which is kind of weird. So who got in a fight with him? I think the last guy that talked was the one that said someone got in a fight with Brian.
I thought there was one before that.
Hmm.
Oh, Andrew has been suspended for a few fights.
I think the account that said that Brian was in a fight at the party was the last guy, Erin. Jack and Brian. Then Brian locked himself in his room. And Jack's the one that claims to have left because he didn't like the smoking, but maybe he left because he got in a fight and then came back after everyone was done.
Yeah.
But he's not Jester.
Eric?
No, Jack isn't Jester.
How do you know?
Because it was a different person that was talking about always working at his dad's store, and Jack's the one that works at his dad's store.
Say that one more time.
In the DMs, Jester was not the one that was always talking about working at his dad's store. And Jack, here in these accounts, is the one who's working at his dad's store.
Where do you see Jack working?
In Jack's account.
I was working most of the day. I eventually left and headed to Brian's place. Okay. I'm gonna check the DMs. Was it this one?
It was more in the brothers, but that might work. I think most of it was in the brothers. Must be Gamer Boy.
Okay.
Yep. So Jack is Gamer Boy. Eric is Striker. That means Andrew is Jester. And Andrew's the one that brought the alcohol.
And he loves Christy, and he plays tennis, and he's a drummer. And he's protective.
Yes. And, if he brought the drinks, the officer did ask if he contaminated the alcohol. They didn't really follow that up with any evidence of him contaminating the alcohol. But if he brought the drinks, he would have been able to put stuff in them to make sure people knocked out, so that he could do something to Brian. But that doesn't explain why he knew ahead of time to steal the spare keys.
He was also the last to arrive, according to Eric. So he couldn't have gotten the keys.
Right. So it can't be Andrew.
Yep.
I think it's Gamer Boy. But why? We don't have any motive for Jack. Do we? They got in an argument that put Brian in the room that Jack, or someone, but probably Jack, had already stolen the keys to get access to.
What time did you arrive? 6:45? Do you recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment? No, I mean, other than the guy at the front desk, all of us had something to drink so some things might not be clear. I do remember Grace was being pretty obnoxious the whole night.
He didn't mention seeing Christy. And he arrived with Grace, who said she saw Christy when they got there.
Well, it doesn't say he arrived with Grace here. Oh yeah, no, I bumped into Grace in the lobby and we both went up together.
Yep. And the officer made a point of asking if he saw anyone else. And he said he didn't. So maybe Grace did it. If they arrived at the same time, that would give her access to the keys, but she wouldn't know that Brian was going to get in a fight with Jack. Unless she and Jack planned it. I don't know if it's Grace. She was drinking enough to get knocked out, is what she claimed. I suppose she could have been drinking enough to attack someone, but that doesn't lend itself to premeditation, which would be required if you stole the keys ahead of time.
Grace is with Brian.
Yes. Their boyfriend and girlfriend. Which is why she was so mad about Christy. And why Brian confided in her in the DMs and asked her to talk to Christy about the sexual assault allegation.
Say that again?
In the DMs, Brian messaged Grace and said, I faxed you something, and she was like, holy shit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And he asked her to talk to Christy. So she knew. She was one of the only people that knew about Christy claiming he'd assaulted her. And then she saw Christy leaving, or claims to have seen Christy leaving before the party. But the person with her did not see Christy leaving.
True.
It is weird. Because coming up with a sighting of someone with motive to harm Brian would be like killer behavior, covering your tracks. But getting super drunk to the point of not being like clear-headed or anything does not lend itself to the idea of planning to murder someone. I don't know. My gut's on Jack with this one. Where are you at?
Yeah.
Andrew feels too obvious.
I kept thinking that Jack would be Jester. But you kept saying that the store stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe that's how Andrew's the one that buys the drinks.
Yes.
Maybe that's how he gets a hold of the drinks. Is because he just buys it right from the store that he works at with his dad.
That could be.
But then Jack was the one that worked most of the day.
Yeah. Which maybe that's misleading. Maybe Jack is Jester. I'd need to look through the DMs again to. He plays the bass. Jack plays the bass, and I know that Brian messaged someone about going over bass lines. So let's go check Brian's DMs.
Jester is a drummer. Yep.
Yep. So Jester can't be Jack.
Because Jack was.
Jack plays bass.
And it says that. Where?
Bass arrangement. First message of Gamer Boy.
Come over at 5 p.m. After 5 p.m. if that's cool. I'll be at my dad's store till then. But I want to go over bass arrangement.
Can you come over to my place this Saturday? I want to go over bass arrangements for the new song. That's Brian asking his bass player to come over and practice. Bass player being Jack.
See, I wouldn't have gotten like Jack being or Gamer Boy being the bass player. I was thinking Vader, which would be
I'm just
Brian.
process of elimination it too. Like in addition to this,
No.
we know Jester is the drummer. And we know Eric is Striker.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get from that sentence that it's saying that Gamer Boy is the bass. Because to me, I want to go over bass arrangement for the new song is just Vader saying, I play the bass. Can you help me go over it?
But Jack is the one in the interviews that said he plays the bass.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I play bass.
Halo is saying it could be either of them. And I suppose, yeah, Jack said it's him most of the time playing bass. And if it's not the worst conversion going from bass to guitar and back again. Depends on if it's a 6-string or a 4-string, but they could both be bass players and guitar players. But Jack is the one in the interviews to say, I mostly play the bass.
Mm-hmm.
And in the conversation with Gamer Boy, he asks about a bass arrangement as well as the dad's store sponsoring the band.
That's true. Let's see what our questions are. Who died? Well, we know it's
Brian.
Ryan. Who was the second to last to arrive? We think that was Gray. Nope. Hold on.
Lisa.
That was Lisa.
The sister.
Who's the owner of the blue sports bag?
Jester.
That was Jester. So who we're thinking is Andrew?
Yes.
Who is the killer?
That's where I'm torn between. Andrew's too obvious, is what it feels like. It feels like Andrew has all of the motive.
Like a ton of motive.
Yeah. And Jack has none. But in the other mystery we've done of this game, they didn't provide any motive for Carol. She just kind of was there.
Yeah, and I don't think it's Andrew because he wouldn't have had the keys.
Right. So the person, Andrew can't have had the keys to the room. Jack directly caused Brian to go into his locked bedroom with that argument, then left, was never seen by any of the other party members, who all blacked out or otherwise went to sleep.
Yep.
Which, if Jack was the one who wasn't there drinking, that means he could have left and come back.
So we're going to say Jack?
That is what I feel.
Yeah, I feel it. Are you ready to submit?
I think so.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
4 out of 4. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Heck yeah. I couldn't have done it without you.
Detectives.
Alright, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I want supplemental information. I want them to say yes, and this is why.
Yeah. Wait. Post case material.
Oh, the break-in. I did not do with you. That's the one you did before this night.
Well, we'll do something forward because that doesn't make sense. Okay, here we go. 402, the dinner party. Diary entry number 1. Today was an unexpected turn of events. I met Ronnie for the first time at the coffee shop where I work.
Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh. His warm smile and the way his eyes lit up when he ordered his usual black coffee caught me off guard. We chatted briefly, and I couldn't help but feel a spark. Oh, this is Carol's diary.
Yep.
So she was jealous.
Yep.
Is it gonna read more? Because it has more here.
How did a stalker wind up at a dinner party? There's an arrow.
Oh, yes, there is. Diary entry number 2. Ronnie took me out for the first time tonight. We went to this cozy little bistro downtown. The conversation flowed effortlessly, and I found myself getting lost in his stories. He has this magnetic charm that's hard to resist. It felt like the whole world disappeared, and it was just the two of us. Diary entry number 3. Ronnie and I went on another date, and I was pleasantly surprised on how well it went. We went to this cute little Italian restaurant that he had discovered, and the food was amazing. As we talked, I found myself more and more drawn to him. His personality and humor made me feel at ease, and we were able to have genuine conversations about our interests and life experiences. It's been a long time since I've felt such a strong connection with somebody. I'm excited to see where this could lead, and I also know that it's important to take things slow and enjoy the moments we share. For now, I'm just looking forward to getting to know Ronnie even more.
Night Runner did a little woohoo for us, by the way. Thank you.
Thanks, Night Runner. Diary entry number 4. Ronnie is married. I stumbled upon his wedding ring accidentally, and my heart sank. How did I not see this coming? The guilt is eating at me. But at the same time, I can't ignore the feelings that have developed. What have I gotten myself into? Number 5.
If he cheats one, he'll cheat again.
Ronnie confided in me today about the problems in his marriage. He shared the struggles and the growing distance between him and his spouse. I find myself torn between sympathy and guilt. I never intended to become entangled in someone else's marital issues.
Marital.
I'm left questioning the path I've chosen. Diary entry number 6. Ronnie dropped a bombshell on me today. He is contemplating getting a divorce. My emotions are all over the place. Part of me is hopeful, but another part is filled with uncertainty. Can he really leave this marriage for me? Is this just a wishful thinking? I need to tread carefully. Diary entry number 7. I just found out I'm pregnant. So someone was pregnant, and it was not...
That would explain why she wasn't drinking the wine, in addition to poisoning the wine.
Yeah. Yep.
But also, is that why he had the abortion card?
More than
I
likely.
don't know. Ronnie's not a prize to be fought over, ladies.
Yeah.
If he cheated on one, he'll cheat on another.
The celebration. The city is in shock. Promising teenager's life cut short in a party shooting incident. What began as a bond forged in the hallways and classrooms has ended in heartbreak and sorrow. Authorities are still investigating the incident, but it has been reported that allegations against Mr. Olson may have been exaggerated. As the story continues to unfold, the question of misguided information and its implications is brought to the forefront. As we grapple in the harsh reality of the situation, it becomes paramount for us to reflect on the moral implications of sharing false information. In an age where information can spread like wildfire, we must recognize the profound impact that our words can have on the lives of others. This heartbreaking incident serves as a somber reminder that the choices we make, the words we utter, and the information that we share carry profound consequences. It is our collective responsibility to exercise caution, empathy, and integrity, thank you, in our interactions, understanding that the power of our words can either build bridges or lead to irreparable damage. In the face of this tragedy, let us take a moment to mourn the loss of a young man, and may this be a reminder to reflect on the importance of honesty, compassion, and the profound impact our actions can have on the lives of those around us. May we strive for a world where trust is upheld and where the weight of truth prevails over the darkness that falsehood can cast upon us all.
It's a good message. I just wish this case weren't framed around a sexual assault.
I don't think it was real. I think it was misinformation.
Yeah, I know that's what they're implying, and I agree that's what the situation was. But I hate that it was this scenario because so often it's the opposite case where it actually happened and no one believes her.
Yeah.
Or him. Like it could have been it could have been a lie about he committed some kind of academic dishonesty, and I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get that. But it's nice that you can get more things.
Yes, I was hoping for that the whole time. I am sad that you have to complete the entire fourth floor module in order to get any of the supplementary information, but I am glad they give it.
So if you had the power to grant a pardon to one of the perpetrators, who would you choose?
I don't know anything about 401.
I can't even remember 401.
Carol was premeditated. Like, I don't think it would be Carol. She was knowingly participating in adultery with a guy, and then decided to get rid of his wife, so that not her. Of the kids, I don't know why Jack did it. Like, I don't know enough about why Jack did the thing that he did.
Oh, okay, I remember the first one. The first one was someone broke into the apartment. Like it was a let's just imagine a wife and a husband had 2 kids, and then suddenly things weren't going great, so they separated, and the the girl or the lady was like, okay, I have the 2 kids now, and I'm gonna have a good life. And then
Mm-hmm.
the old husband breaks into their house, and basically the mom protects her kids.
Well, then, yeah, he can go straight to jail.
He's dead.
Oh, he died.
He died. The wife defended the kids.
Oh, then her, obviously.
That was my thinking.
That's self-defense.
Yep. Thank you for your submission. We got an achievement called the 4th floor. It's not here, but I got one.
Woohoo! You got an A!
A for apple.
We also have consensus from the chat.
Yes, the mom be pardoned. Yeah, honestly. He was not a good guy. I do remember that.
Why would they even prosecute her for anything more than manslaughter? Like, it's not murder if it's self-defense.
Yeah, I remember because the younger, no, the older kid was not there. She was at summer camp, but the younger one that was still in like a crib was there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like the only witness. It's like I couldn't imagine that as a child, like a 1-year-old child. But
there are states where anyone in your property that's not supposed to be is fair game.
And it was like,
and if it was breaking and entering,
it was scary because he had evidence that was on him, and it was like he was stalking them. He was looking for their address.
Ugh.
Like he kept crossing out all the different addresses, like not this one, not that one. And they finally found
nightmare.
it and climbed through the window. And apparently, the oldest little girl was like, Mommy got really mad when she found one of the bottles, and it was a beer bottle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the only thing that reminds me of Daddy. And I was like, that's so sad.
Incredibly sad on so many levels.
Halo says, because the justice system can be dumb sometimes. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Oh yeah, here you go. It's giving you all the things. At approximately 11 p.m. on July 16th, 2004, Clyde Peterson broke into an apartment. The apartment was currently being rented by his ex-wife, Brenda, known as Brenda Sherman, whatever. The noise that Clyde made when he knocked over the planter woke up the sleeping baby. The baby crying alerted Brenda, who was resting on the couch in the living room. The intruder tried to calm the baby before making his way to the next room. Brenda, hearing everything from the baby monitor, observed the intruder. Oh yeah, wow, this is way more detailed. Observed the intruder heading into her study room. Then she quietly made her way safe inside her closet to retrieve her gun, armed, and then confronted the intruder, who was desperately searching for something inside her study room. Upon opening the door to her study, she recognized the intruder, her ex-husband Clyde. While aiming the gun towards Clyde, she moved closer to her landline at her desk and tried to dial 911. Before she could finish, Clyde pulled out his own gun. Startled Brenda, then fired a bullet at Clyde. He accidentally fired one shot which hit the side of the shelf before he fell. Still alive, he tried to crawl away. Brenda walked up to Clyde and shot him in the head and killed him.
So that last sentence is the only thing that would give me pause.
Yeah.
But if he had been stalking them and they, like, to the point where she had to change her name and go into hiding to get away from a violent ex, then yeah, I still would consider that defense of her family. Because he wasn't going to stop as long as he was alive.
Yeah. The dinner party. On April 24th, 2002, at approximately 7 p.m., Jessica and her husband, Ronnie, hosted a small dinner party gathering dinner gathering celebrating Jessica's birthday. Carol, Victor, and James were the guests. However, James did not end up showing up. Unbeknownst to the rest, Ronnie had an affair with Carol. Through the affair, Carol ended up being pregnant with Ronnie's child. Ronnie started having second thoughts about the affair and intended to have the baby aborted. Carol, fearful of losing Ronnie, decided to take action against the other person in the equation, Jessica. During the gathering, Carol had brought a dose of lethal medication. She poisoned her cup, and when no one was looking, she switched her cup with Jessica's. Jessica drank the lethal medication and succumbed to the poison.
Okay. So we were right on all fronts
Mm-hmm.
in that one. And good point. In the chat.
I would still consider that self-defense because you also don't know if he had another weapon on him too. Yeah, that's correct. You're supposed to just stop the bad. Stop the bad. Then the celebration. On May 31st, 2003, at approximately 7 p.m., 6 friends, Andrew, Brian, Eric, Grace, Jack, and Lisa, had gathered at the apartment to celebrate their graduation from high school. Brian and Lisa, brother and sister, are the current tenants of the apartment. Brian is currently dating Grace, and Jack has an older sister named Christy.
Oh!
Who has feelings for Brian.
There was a throwaway line in Lisa's DMs about protective brothers.
Interesting.
Yep. That was in context of Jester having a crush on Christy, but she did bring up that Christy had protective brothers.
So Jack is Jester.
No, Brian... Jack isn't Jester.
Because that's how I put down as Jester was protective. Oh, but he was also like, who the heck would do that?
What I was referencing. Christy was talking, I believe, to a teammate, I can't remember who exactly, about Jester being seen with Christy and having a crush on Christy.
Oh, yeah.
And she responded to that information with, no, the friend responded to that information with, her brothers are so protective, good luck to him.
Mm-hmm.
And Christy was like, they're not so bad. So Christy knew the brothers. No, I'm sorry. Lisa knew the brothers of Christy that the friend was calling protective.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. But to continue, prior to the events of June 1st, Brian had a false yet damning allegation thrown towards him. In a fit of jealousy and a stir of drama, Christy alleged that Brian had sexually assaulted her on school grounds. Which is so weird.
And so frustrating.
Because Christy had feelings for Brian?
Grace said that Christy was mad that Brian had chosen Grace over Christy.
Oh,
in a DM to
so
Brian.
she liked him but was still jealous, so then framed him.
Yeah.
Got it. In a fit of jealousy to stir up drama. Yep. This allegation caused Brian to be suspended from the school while the faculty and authorities investigated the matter. Unaware of the allegations being false, Jack plotted to take matters into his own hands. Night Runner is also going to head out. I hope you all have a good one. See you later. Bye, Night Runner. Have a good night.
Sleep well.
Run well. Into the night. For the day of the celebration, Brian had arrived at the apartment first. Christy stopped by the apartment before anyone else arrived to talk to Brian privately. Christy eventually left, and soon after, everyone else arrived. Grace and Brian had an argument which prompted Brian to retreat to his room. Brian had opened a pack of cigarettes and smoked a few. Jack had left the apartment due to being sensitive to smoking. Jack had returned to find everybody wasted and knocked out. Jack took the opportunity to confront Brian, who was still in his room at the time. After a brief confrontation, Jack shot Brian. Stunned at what he had just done, Jack ran out of the apartment.
Oh, so Eric said that Jack had gotten in a fight with Brian. Not Grace had gotten in a fight with Brian.
Yeah.
And that doesn't explain the spare keys being missing by the time Lisa arrived.
I mean, Jack got there pretty much first with Grace and just probably walked over and grabbed the keys.
Yeah, so he'd been planning to confront him the whole time.
Yep. And just was trying to figure out when.
I don't know. This synopsis just makes it sound a lot more like whoops
Yeah.
than premeditated. Alright. We've solved the mysteries.
Yes.
Scenes investigated.
Yes. And maybe we'll come back another day. But for now, it is din-din time. So thank you all who have come out. We enjoy your company. And yes.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Erin. Everyone thank Erin.
You don't have
We
to do that.
gotta have some claps in the chat. Clap, 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 clap. You know? And then
It's silly. But yes, this is fun. Alright. Pie for dinner?
pie for dinner. Heck yeah. I am going to just possibly raid somebody because that's a good thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we should do someone very cozy. Maybe. There's someone by the name of Berry Cute Girl. I think my Berry, is the cutest girl. So, no. This one is Power Washer and Tunes. Heck yeah.
What are they power washing?
Something very colorful.
I'm intrigued.
He's only got one viewer, so we're gonna rate him.
Alright.
Here we go. Well, thank you all for coming out. Have a beanful day. If you don't have enough beans, I highly recommend that you go to the store as soon as you can to go get some beans. It's very good for you. Any type of beans will actually do. In fact, you can get some like lima beans. You can, if you want just like sugar, you can go get some like jelly beans. There's a bunch of different types of flavors of jelly beans.
Green beans.
There's also green beans, yeah.
Pinto beans.
Pinto
refried
beans,
beans,
garbanzo
kidney
beans. We got a ton of different beans, and I think you guys should all go out and go get some beans. And then while we're on the topic of getting beans from the store, you should take those beans, and then we're going to take them during this whole raid that we're just about to do, and we're going to start chucking beans at this guy who's power washing. I know he's trying to power wash a house, but it would be so much fun to throw some beans at the house he's trying to power wash, you know? Just make it so much better for him. If you're with me, then you're with me. Hopefully you have enough beans. This timer is really long. I don't know how much longer.
It's really long. You're vamping so hard.
I don't know how much longer I can just keep, going for it. But we got 5 seconds. So everyone have a very beautiful day. Love ya. Bye.